Hello, hello, Karthik. Hello, hello,
Good
Karthik.
morning, sir. Yeah,
Oh,
hello, sir.
morning. Why you are late now today? Hmm?
Today, I was just getting something ready.
Okay,
Different.
okay, fine.
Yeah.
So without
Tomorrow,
tell me tomorrow.
tomorrow, I won't be able to attend the class because
Okay,
we're going out there somewhere.
okay, and see here on the Saturday, coming Saturday and Sunday, I'm not going to take the class. Again, I will start from the Monday because
Fine.
means I will be on the journey, 2 day journey. Okay, Karthik.
So,
So I will
okay, so
WhatsApp you.
tomorrow there's no class. So tomorrow
Yes.
there's no class.
Tomorrow, Miss, due to your side, there is no class tomorrow. Yes.
For me, I won't be able to take class Friday, Saturday, and Sunday
Okay. Yes. Saturday,
because
Sunday also, Miss, I am not going to take the class on Saturday and Sunday. Okay. So fine. So Miss,
yeah, but
again, yes. Tell me.
I also won't be able to take class tomorrow. So tomorrow there's no class.
Tomorrow is no, but I am available. If you want, okay. I don't have any
But
problem. I'm
I'm
ready.
not. I'm not.
Okay. Fine.
I'm not
So Miss.
available that day.
Okay, so Miss, after the 2 days, so again, class will be resumed on the Monday.
Yes.
Okay, fine. So can I take Miss a 2 day longer session?
Yes. How long will it be?
Okay, just 1.5 hour.
1.5 hour.
Okay, okay,
Okay.
don't worry. First, let me finish 1 hour. Okay, okay. It is the complicated topic,
Yeah.
so you should digest. Okay, don't worry. So, Miss, starting the session. So, what I was covered, I covered in the previous session. What was my last topic?
Incrementation.
Increment, decrement. Okay, fine. So, Miss, did you get that concept, increment, decrement?
Yes.
Okay, fine. So I already explained this one. Now see here, Karthik, just after that discussing, Miss, I have finished what arithmetic operators. Now starting relational operators. Okay. So see here, these are the, Miss, this is the table which involves all the relational operators. So study one by one. So first one is what? Equality operator, Miss, checking whether both are same or not. Okay. Second is what? Not equal to. Third one, greater than. Fourth one, less than. Next one, means greater than or equal to. Next one, less than or equal to. So these are called relational operators. So okay, so very simple. Do you hear me?
Yeah.
Hello, Karthik. Okay, fine. So just see, Miss, this is the
Yeah.
example. So very simple. Suppose A contains something. What is the value in the A? So that is not mentioned here. Okay, don't worry. Okay, means just you achieve the previous value. A contains 10 and B contains 20. Okay, just previous one. So A contains 10, B contains 20. Now you tell me, A equals B. It is true or false?
No, not true.
It is false because A contains 10, B contains 20. So it is saying that A equals true. A equals B means it is false. Okay. Now A not equal to B. What is this one? A not equal to B. It is saying true or false. Hello, Karthik. It is saying true or false.
Yes.
It is saying true or
It
false.
is
A not
saying
equal to.
true.
It is true. Yes, it is saying true. A is not equal to B. Yes. Now A is greater than B. It is saying true or false?
Not true. False.
Not true. It is false. A is less than B. A is less than
True.
B. Obviously, it is true. A is greater than or equal to B.
True.
A is greater than or equal to B. It is not true. Because A contains 10, B contains 20. So A means 10 is greater than or equal to 20. Definitely false. It is false. Now, what about the last one? A is less than or equal to B. 10 is less than or equal to 20. It is true. This statement is true or false? Ten is less than or equal. Yes, it is true. So yes, okay. Okay, so first, let me take the example, Karthik. Just a minute. Now look at this same thing, but in this time, just Miss, I didn't teach you about the if else. Okay, so just try to understand later. I will give you the more example, more concept about if else. In this time, just understand if your first condition involved with the if, it is true. So this statement is executed. The statement which is associated with the if, that is executed. If that condition is the false, then the statement associated with the else part will be executed. And this time, just understand this one about the if else. So once again, in the if else, you should involve only one condition. Depending on that condition, so means what? If that condition is true, if part will be executed. If that condition is false, else part will be executed. It is fine. Understand this time about if else?
Yes.
Okay. So now, because what it is time to check that one. So A contains 21, B contains 10, C is something. Okay. Now if this is the different, don't consider the previous one. A contains 10, B contains 20. This is different. Now you tell me A equals B. So it is, what is the nature of this condition? This condition is saying, means this condition is true or false?
This is false.
It is false. So which part should be executed? If part or else part?
Else.
Else part, yes. So this is executed. So you get the message, line number 1, A is not equal to B. Understand? Now, just coming on the second, the if else portion. Now you analyze A, it is saying A is less than B, means 21 is less than 10. Now you tell me this condition is true or false? 21 is less than 10. This is true or false?
False.
False. Which statement should be executed? If statement or else statement?
Else statement.
Yes, right. Excellent. So this is the output. Line 2, A is not less than B. Now consider about the third if else. A is greater than B, means 21 is greater than 10. So this is true or false?
That's true.
This is true. Which part should be executed? If part or else part?
If part.
If part. Okay, excellent. Fine. Now just consider this example. Here, a value of A and B is different. A contains 5, B contains 20. Now, what is the condition of if? A is less than or equal to B. That is 5 is less than or equal to 20. This is true or false?
That is true.
That is true. So which part should be executed, Karthik? If part or else? Sorry, there is no if part. So there is no if part. So means what you have to observe? If that is true, if part is executed. If that is false, not executed. Simply get the difference between above and this one. In above all, you have if part as well as else part. Yes, but here in this example, Karthik, only you have the if part. Understand? So there is no meaning of what considering about the else part. That is absent. So if condition is true, what happens? This portion is should be executed. Otherwise, this if part should be skipped. Skip, that is not executed. Now you tell me this C out line 4A is either less than or equal to B. This should be executed or not?
Yes, that should be executed.
Yes, excellent, fine. Now you tell me about this one. But remember again, there is absent of the else part. So first analyzing this condition is true or false. B is greater than equal to 8, means 20 is greater than equal to 5. This is true or false?
Yes.
This is true or false?
This is true.
This is true. This is also true. Okay, 20 is greater than equal to 5. Yes, true. So this is executed. So I hope you have the clear understanding about this one. Now let me execute something on the code block. So I think this is very simple one, and just build this one. Now first one, what A is not equal to B. Next line 2, A is not less than B. Line 3, A is greater than B. Line 4, A is either less than or equal to B. Line 5, B is either greater than or equal to B. So, Miss, are you agree from this output, Karthik? Already,
Yes.
you did that one. You did that one. So, Miss, it is okay. So, I hope, Miss, that is clear. Which one? Relational operator, that is clear, Karthik. Yes. Nothing is
Yes.
difficulty here. So how many operators are in the relational operators total? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What are the names? Equal to, not equal to, greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, and less than or equal to. Total 6 category. Okay, total 6 operators in this category, relational operators. So can I proceed on the next one, Karthik?
Yes.
So till now you have captured about arithmetic operator with increment, decrement, and now second relational operators. Now starting the next one, that is what logical operators. Don't be confused. I already explained in the previous what logical operator is totally different. Relational operator is different. What is the difference between these two, relational and logical? Very simple. Relational operator is used to
Yes.
make the comparison. It is used to make the comparison between two operands. But logical operator is different, Karthik. What is means it gives you the decision based on the two conditions. Okay, if both are true, final is true. If any one is true, so it depends on which logical operator you are using. Again, just focus on means we have total 3 logical operator: logical and, logical or, logical not. First, focus on the logical and. So, in case of logical and, if you are writing like this: A, logical and B, so what happens, Karthik? Means if A and B both are true, then final will be true. Got this point? If anyone is false, the final will be false. If both are false, A and B both are false, so what happens? Both are miss or final will be false. So what is the conclusion? For the logical end, both operand must be true. Suppose means what? Just recall that example. What means you are getting 85% marks, and your attendance is also 80%. Okay, so here means getting the prize. Okay, what you have two conditions. Means both conditions must be satisfied. Got it? Only then you can get the prize. Okay, so you can use the logical and. But what about the logical or? This is totally different. In case of logical or, means if any one condition, either A or B, is true, final will be true. What is the point? What is the point in logical or? Among two, any one is true, then final will be true. Understand, Karthik?
Yes.
Clear? Okay. So
Yeah.
what is the difference between logical and logical or?
Logical and what it does is that it's only true if both are true, but
Yes.
but for logic or it's true if only one is true.
Only one.
At least one.
Okay. At least one.
At least
If
one.
both are, yes, excellent. If both are true, final, no problem. But now see a last one, logical not. So what happens? Means it reverses the logic. What do we mean by reverse the logic? If logic you get true, so if you include logical not, what happens? It makes false. If that is false, then it makes the true. Just changing the logic, true to false, false to true. For example, here you have statements A, logical, and B. If this expression is giving something either true or false, so using the logical NOT, it reverses that logic. It reverses your previous logic. Once again, if A logical and B is true, so what happens? This is false. If A logical and B is false, then what is the overall? That is the true. Just changing the logic. So I hope you get this one. So once again, first let me take the example to understand this one. Logical. Now see here.
One question,
Yes. Yes. Tell me.
Are you going to also talk about XOR and XNOR operators or no?
Which one? That is different thing. Yes, that is different thing. Okay, that may come later. First, focus on this one: logical AND and logical OR. So here, look at the example. A contains which data? 5. B contains which data? 20. Now you tell me A logical and B. So, miss, what is the final decision? A logical and B. Now you tell me. Now what? One more point here. See here. If any non-zero value you have, that is considered as true. If you have the 0, that is considered as the false. Remember this point, important point. What this point means? If you have the 0 value, that is considered as the false. If you have any another value except the 0, means non-zero, that is treated as the true. So what is 5 and what is 20? So here 5 and logical and 20. So both are what? True. 5 is also treated as true. 20 is also treated as true. So true, logical, and true. So what is the final one, Karthik? True, logical, and true. What is the final?
It would go ahead and just say it's true.
True, yes. So what happens if part will be executed or not? This is executed.
Yeah.
So condition is true. Now same thing, just focus on this one. A logical OR. This is not logical and logical OR B. Now, what is your conclusion? First, you analyze.
I think it is true.
Yes, obviously true, because logical OR, at least one is true. But here, both are true. Although it doesn't matter, one is true or two are true, it doesn't matter. At least one is true, fine. So it is also true. So you get the output line 2 condition true. Now you tell me here, just focus on this one. A contains 0, B contains 10. Now, first you analyze A logical and B. 0 logical and 10. You analyze.
It would be false.
Why it is false, Karthik?
Because we have a 0 value.
Yes, one operand is what? One operand is false due to the 0. So first A is treated as false, B is treated as a true. So false, logical, and true. What is the final decision? False. So if part will be executed or else part will be executed, you tell me.
Else.
Yes, excellent. Means if part will be skipped, that is not executed, else part will be executed, condition is not true. Now what is your opinion in the next one? This one. Consider the same value 10 and 0 and 10. Here, this is the example for the logical NOT. So first calculate about A logical and B. You tell me A logical and B. In the above already you concluded that is false. Yes, in the above you concluded that is false. But logical NOT, what happens? It will reverse the logic. Means it makes false to true. So if part will be executed or not? Yes, definitely it is executed. Excellent. You get the concept. So let me execute this one on the code block. Now see here, just as we discussed, line 1 condition is true, line 2 condition is true, line 4 condition is not true, Line 5 condition is true. So are you agree on this output? Already you concluded the same output. It is clear, Karthik?
Yes.
Or if you have any confusion, you can compare from here. What happens? A, B, 5 is true. So line 1 condition is true. What about the second one? Line 2. Where is line 2? Line 2 condition is true. What happens? Yes, it is also true. What about the line 3 is not executed. Line 3 is not due to the 0, but line 4 is executed. What about the line 5? Yes, it is making the reverse. So condition true. Already you conclude that one. So I think it is clear. So you tell me, Karthik, what's the difference you watched between relational operator and logical operator?
A relational operator takes two values, by the numerical ones like 5 and 20, and then
Yes.
uses them and then compare them based on the values themselves, like greater than, less than, equal or not.
Yes,
What
yes.
logical operators do is
Yes.
they take the Boolean logic of it, is it true or false, and then use that to
Yes,
run
yes.
operation. Like
Yes,
that's
yes,
grand logical.
yes, depending on what, totally different from the relational operator it is. Okay, so based on the Boolean information, it is making the decision. In case of logical AND, both are true, then final will be true. In case of logical OR, any one is true, final will be true. In case of logical NOT, it just reverse the logic. If your Boolean data is true, it is making false. If your Boolean value is false, it is making true. So I hope it is clear, Karthik. Now, let me take the another one. Now, next one, bitwise operator. Again, don't confuse. Okay, means we have the relational operator, we have the logical operator, which I discussed till now. Now, discussing about the bitwise operators. So once again, as I told you previously, a such operator works on the particular bit of that data. It totally works on the particular bit of that data. But before taking the final concept, first you should look at this table. Okay, and again, don't be confused. Here we use the symbol ampersand. We use the symbol what pipeline bar. But in the previous one also you have the symbol. But that is what the difference? Double ampersand symbol, Karthik. Double pipe symbol. Okay, this is the difference. But what do you mean by single ampersand and single pipe symbol? If you have the single ampersand and if you have the single pipe symbol, so what do you mean by such operator? Which type of operator such is? Yes, it is not logical, but it is the bitwise operator. And suppose you have the value PQ 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 0. Again, very simple from this table. Just a P, what bitwise operator Q, what is the data? For the bitwise AND, the same concept. If both are 1, the final will be 1. If both bit are 1, then final will be 1 in case of the bitwise AND. But in case of the bitwise OR, any one is a 1, final will be 1. Remember this point. Very simple. I think you may have observed such in your previous syllabus. So it is clear not. So 0 0 it is 0, 0 1 it is 0, 1 1 here it is 1 because both are 1. Okay, but 1 1 it is also 0. So in case of bitwise AND, means among the 4 situations, only 1 is available. When it is available? When P and Q both are 1, 1 1, then it is 1. But so it resembles like the previous one. Which one? What is the previous operator which I discussed? Yes, it resembles. But what the difference? Don't be confused. What the difference? It works on the particular bit, but previous works on the data. So this is the difference. Understand? Your logical means what a previous works on the data, but bitwise operator, it works on the particular bit of that data. Okay, so same about what bitwise OR. So in the bitwise OR, if anyone is 1 0 1 1, 111, 101, but both 000, so it is final is 10. Okay, it is clear not? Getting the difference between both? Don't be confused. Now, what is the last one? So, what is bitwise and bitwise or? This is what bitwise not. So, symbol is different. It is what it is known as the caret symbol. Remember, not less than sign, not greater than sign. It is the caret symbol. Although it is not generally available in our keyboard. Okay, okay, Karthik. But mathematically, you should know, Mr. Caret symbol is used for bitwise not. So what happens bitwise not? Simple, just it reverses that one. So PQ. So once again, what happens? Just met Karthik. 0, what 0, 0, 1. I think bitwise, bitwise and bitwise or bitwise. I think I think this example is not suitable, Karthik. Actually, there is a mistake here in this table. What my point? Actually, it should work on only one. Okay, so just wait for the example. I'm taking the example. One second. First, suppose you have the data in the A 60 and in the B you have the 13, Karthik. Okay, so if you calculate the binary for the 60, so this is the combination. So 00, 11, 11, 00. And for the 13, this is your binary data 00001101. So A contains this information, B contains this information. Okay, now you are working on this one. What happens here? A, which operator this is? Which operator this is? This is bitwise and. As you know, it works on the board. So here, the first one, 0, 1. What should be here? First one, 0. Yes, 0, 0. What should be 0? Here, 1, 1. Third bit should be what? 1. 1, 1. Fourth bit. Actually, don't say the first bit, second bit. Actually, it starts from the 0. So 0th bit, first bit, second bit, third bit, etc. Last is what? 7th bit. Got it? So 7th bit. Now you tell me, already it is clear. So what a fourth bit? That is a position number 5. So 1, 0. What is here? 0. 1, 0. What is here? 0. Second last one, 0, 0. It is 0. Last one, 0, 0. It is 0. So this is the final result. If you calculate this one, what should be the data? 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0. What should be the data? It represents 12, Karthik. 12. So this is the output for this one. Understand? Okay. One second, Karthik. I missed to discuss what you said. This is right. There is no problem. This is right. So once again, just first let me finish this one. When you use such thing, then what happens? In case of the 0, 0, 0, in case of, see, remember, in this case, Karthik, if you have the same bit, so it gives you the 0. If you have the different bit, it gives you 1. Remember about this one? About the caret symbol? One second. Among the two, P and Q, if both are the same, so it gives you the 0. If both are different, it gives you the 1. If P and Q both are the same, it doesn't matter. It has 0 and 1. It doesn't matter. If 0, 0, same. If here 1, 1, same. So what is the final value? 0, 0. But here, what about the second and the last one? 0, 1, 1. What about the last one? 1, 0. Again, both are the different. So 1. I think you get this concept. Bitwise and bitwise or and bitwise. I actually, sorry, don't say what nor. Actually, it is what? What is this called? And or. It is and or. I think it is JOR like this. Okay, so
I think it's XOR. It's logical XOR.
Yes, like this. Yes, XOR, JOR. I recall that one. Okay, XOR JOR. So in the JOR means this is the. We have also the what JANOR. So that is a different topic. Okay, so just reverse of this one. In the JANOR, what happens if both are same? Then what happens? It gives you 1. If both are different, it gives you what? 0. Just reverse of this one. So now look at the example. So first one, Karthik, you get the output. So what is the output of a bitwise operator B? You get the 12. If you write the program for this, you will get the data for this 12. Now you tell me about the remaining 3-1. So first, second one, A bitwise or B. So in case of bitwise or, what is the concept? 0, 1. What should be 1? 0, 0. What should be 0? 1, 1, 1. 1, 1. Again 1. 1, 0, 1. 1, 0, 1. 0, 0, 0. 0, 0, 0. So what is the data it represents for the corresponding decimal number? You have to calculate
61.
that one. Not 61. Sorry, Karthik.
61.
Something you have to calculate. Okay. So understand. So this is the depend and this is the depend. Now coming on the third one. What A or B? So in this case, I convinced you. Now you tell me. 0, 1. Both are same or different?
Different.
Different. Okay. So what is the final result here? 1. Now 0, 0. It is same. So 0. 1, 1 same. So 0. 1, 1 same. So 0. What about 1, 0? Different. So it is 1. 1, 1. It is different. So 1. 0, 0 same. So 0. 0, 0 same. So 0. So you will get on the monitor the corresponding decimal data for this one. So totally different thing. Now consider about the last one. So this is called tilde sign. So this is called bitwise NOT operator. In the previous, you encountered the logical NOT, but this is what bitwise NOT. What the difference between previous and this one? The previous related to the whole data, but this is related to the particular bit. Remember. So if you use the tilde symbol on the A, so what happens? So just it toggles the each and every bit. So here 0, so 0 becomes 1. Here second bit 0, it becomes 1. Third bit 1, it becomes 0. A fourth bit position port 1. So what is here 0? Next bit position 1, so it is 0. Next one 1, so it is what is 0? Next one 0, so it is 1. 0, 1. I hope it is clear, Karthik. Just it is toggling. It is changing the bit value. If you have 0, it gives you 1. If you have 1, it gives you 0. So what is the corresponding data for this one? You will get that data. I hope it is clear or not, Karthik?
Yeah.
Okay. If you have confusion, just tell me. So once again, just bitwise and it is clear, bitwise or. So see here, Karthik, Miss, whenever you encounter bitwise word, just Miss, you are going to work on the particular bit, not on the whole data. Remember. If you have the logical and or something, Miss, you are working on the whole data. Remember. So this is the difference, and it is used mostly in the embedded system programming. It is such operators are used heavily. Okay, so don't understand this one. So what is the next one? So okay, so just here is the example. Okay, so this is the example. So A and B will give what 12. Already I explained this one. Already explained this one. This one. Now this is the different thing. Binary. I'm not discussing binary left shift operator this time. First, let me take the example, Karthik. So bitwise. Now, same thing which I discussed, but means data is similar or same. I think data is same. Yes, Karthik. Data is same thing. Means I'm storing the value into the C variable. Now we are just printing that one. So let me execute this code on the code block. Yes, 0 error, 0 warning. Now let me execute this one. Now observe, first one, value of C is 12. Yes. In the second one, value of C is what? 61. Okay, you are right. In case of this one, C is what? 49. If you calculate it, so it gives you 49. In case of next one, 240. So what is the value here? What? Minus 61. Understand or not?
Yeah.
Okay. But Miss Sia, why it is represent minus? You should note this point. This is important point. Why it is giving us minus symbol?
That is because the first bit, it is a one, meaning that it tells the computer that we are inputting a minus bit.
Yes,
Not-
correct. Correct. You, Miss, you remember that point which I explained in the previous lecture. Yes, Miss. If
Yeah.
the last one, contains one, it represents Miss your data is what a negative number. So accordingly, that is calculated. Understand? So minus 61. Again, there is some theory, Miss, but I don't want to waste time on that one. Okay. Last one is what? So I didn't discuss about the last two operators, left shift, right shift operators. So first, let me discuss about that one, Karthik. So just a minute. So see here, very simple. You are observing two extra operators that is called left shift operator and right shift operator. Actually, what binary left shift operator, binary right shift operator. Very simple. Karthik, as the name implies, it shifts on which you are working, on which you are performing such operator, means what either left or right. In case of the left shift operator, what happens? It just shifts by one position, but it actually depends on what which data you provide. Here first, let me finish just a minute. Suppose I'm taking what 5 left shift operator 1. Now, what is the result here? What is the result? Miss, first you have to calculate the binary of the 5. What is the binary of the 5? You tell me. 0, 0, 0, 0.
One,
Next
zero,
one. 1, 0, 0, 1. It is right. Now, just on this, you are performing.
Isn't it?
Sorry. Miss, what? Not this one, actually.
Yeah.
0 and what is here?
Left is
Yes,
one.
here. It is right. 0, 1, 0, 1. When you perform a search, what happens? Mr. Result is what, Karthik? Oh, just a minute. What happens? Means what happens? You have the output like this: 0, 0, 0. Yes, again 0. But here you have 1, 0, 1, 0. Remember that one. Now, what's the difference? What the difference between this and this one? Means that is shifted leftward by one position. Got this point?
Yes.
This one comes here. This 0 comes here. This one comes here. And what about the first one? That is filled up by the 0 by default. Remember this point. Understand? So I'm taking the another one. If I'm performing what is 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, and here I'm performing 2, not 1. So in this case, Karthik, you will get miss 2 times miss what a shifting perform. So you will get what output? 0, 0, 0, 0, not 0 here, actually 1, and here you will get 0, 1, 0, 0. Now, just watch what happens. This one comes here, this 0 comes here, this one comes here, this 0 comes here, and 0 is filled by the first one by default. So this is one. Getting or not, Karthik?
Yeah. So I have a question.
Yes, tell me.
Can I write it in the chat or to make it easy?
That chart.
No, the chart to make it easy.
Okay. So that PPT. Okay, fine. First, are you getting this point?
Yeah.
Are you getting this point? Yes. Now let me discuss this one. This one, now.
Yes.
This one. Now just analyze. First, A contains what does A contain? It contains what? All just one. You have the prepare. A contains 60. Remember. First, note down. A contains 60. B contains 30. Yes. So accordingly, did you write 60 and 30? Okay. Now on this data, you can observe. If you perform 2 times shifting, left shifting on the 60. So you will get what? This one. And this is related to 240. So you will get the answer this one. But again, not 240 actually. Computer actually gives you the negative number. But if you omit the negative, then 240 you will get. And in case of the last one, what right shift operator 2, then what happens? Just reversing the logic. What it shifts not leftward but rightward by that position. Are you writing?
Yes.
Okay.
Sir, I have a question.
Tell me.
Let's say we have something. Let's say we have a problem like this. I put it in the chat. Can you see it?
What dot you have in this chart?
Do you see the chat? What I put in the chat?
First, did you get the concept left shifting and right shifting? It shifts either leftward or rightward. And by which position, which data you are involving there. If one means shifting by the one place. If in case of 2 means shifting 2 times. In case of 3, shifting 3 times, and etc. Okay. Now what dot you have, Karthik?
Do you see what I put in the chat, sir? If you go back to the Zoom meet, you can see it if I'm correct.
A notepad.
No, on chat, the Zoom chat.
Zoom chat. Just not. I am not getting Zoom chat. What do you mean by Zoom chat here? Okay. So here. Okay. Yes. I get it. Okay. So means okay. Just meant again. Let me. So what happens in this case? Very simple. See here. If you have the confusion, just perform one by one. Okay, so just on the notepad, I am just 10100011. I am mentioning that point. Just a minute. Means, are you asking about this one, Karthik?
Yeah.
This one? Okay. First, see here. First, perform one by one for your not getting any confusion. In this case, what happens? So, see here. The last one, it is dropped. It is dropped. Okay. Don't think about that one. But what about this one? So, what is the output? Output was 0, 1, 0. What happens? 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, and here, with what comes here, actually 0 should comes here by default. Okay, so this is the answer. You can check on the program. Got my point? Don't. Yes, in the first position by default means what that is filled up by the 0. Understand? Again, you have to perform same. Second time, you have to repeat that one. Now,
should it be 1, 0, 0?
Just one. No, see here, in this case, what happens? 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0. Sorry, 0. This is the answer. This is the final answer. Now you tell me, did you get the solution? So one time performing, again one time performing. See here again. I think that one. Understand? So I think you have the confusion about the first position. Yes. So that is filled up by the 0. Understand? But I'm giving you one more example, Karthik. In this case, what happens? Just a minute. If I'm taking the data 1, 0, 1, 0, again 0, 1, 1, 1. And here I'm using right shift operator 1. But here scenario is totally changed, Karthik. In this case, what happens? Miss, which bit you have on the last one?
1.
1, and it is a special. Already you know. It indicates what? Means whether it is the negative number or positive number. So in this case, if you are writing normally like this, what if you are filling by the 0? So that should be the wrong. Means what? 0, 1 adjustment means here. Just I am repeating this one. And here, if I'm writing like this one, so this is wrong, Karthik. Remember why it is wrong? Already, because system understand that this is the negative number. If you perform something, what happens? This indicates that this is the what a positive. So there is a confliction. There is a contradiction. That's why it is wrong. So what should be the correct answer, Karthik? What should be the correct answer? So that
1.
bit is filled up by the 1. Yes. So that is the correct answer. Just a minute.
Give me some time. You can just write this
Just a minute.
down.
Just let me. Here, just use the 1. Now it is the correct answer. You will get all such information in the digital computer organization in the what depth knowledge. Okay, depth level about all such things. But in this time, just it is enough for you. So I hope left shift operator and right shift operator, you get that concept, Karthik.
Yeah.
Yes or no? Okay. Okay, fine. Now just so should I execute this one? Okay, let me execute that code also. I have also the code. So what is that name? Assignment. This one. Oh, this is the different thing. Okay, miss, I don't have the example. I didn't write that one. Don't worry. I didn't write that code. So just you can manage from that one. Okay. So see, Karthik, miss, you can write yourself the program about this one and just check miss whether from the resultant data you are agree or not. Okay, you should write the code yourself. Understand? Take the data for A, take the data for B, and use such thing. And what is happening? Store the final result into the C variable. Now just output that one using the C out statement. Understand, Karthik? Okay. Now,
Yeah.
so till now, once again, means today I covered means 3 different types of operators confusing. What are those? Once again, recapping: relational operator,
Relational,
logical operator,
logical,
bitwise operator.
bitwise.
Okay, relational different thing, logical also different, but bitwise it totally works on the particular bit of the data. Okay, what is the symbol used for the logical operator and the bitwise operator? Double symbol and single symbol. Yes, double single, what the symbol, and in case of the bitwise, you have to use the single symbol. Yes, so I hope, miss, you will never forget something. Now discussing about the assignment topic, very simple. So see here, actually lot of variations here we have. Okay, so first one, it is clear. Okay, now just discussing on the second one. Means actually this is the short form of the previous one, plus equal to. So C plus equal to A, actually it is equivalent to what? C equals C plus A. If you have the expression Karthik, C equals C plus A, means you can use what? C plus equal to A, means you can omit the C here. Actually it is called what? Compound assignment operator. You can just mention here the heading compound assignment operator it is. Okay, just a minute, let me change that one. Compound assignment operator, actually it is. Okay, so what are the symbol? This one, plus equal to, same thing, minus equal to. So it is equivalent to what? If you have the expression C equals C minus A, you can write in the compound, that is called compound assignment operator, what? C minus equal to A. Understand, Karthik?
Yeah.
Hello? Okay. Now the same,
Hello?
Miss Esther, yes. Do you hear me? Have you any problem, Karthik?
Yeah.
It is clear?
I can hear it.
Okay, same thing,
You're
Miss.
breaking up.
So, okay. So same, if you understand the plus, you can use plus, minus, asterisk, multiplication, modulus. Okay, up to here same. But what about the below? What is the this one left shift operator which I discussed now? And left you can use this one left shift operator equal to. So if you have the expression c equals to c left shift operator 2, you can write what c this one actually. So this is what called compound assignment operator. So all such are comes in this category. Which one? Compound assignment operator. So we have you have also this one, you have also this one, etc. Okay. Okay, Karthik. So in the bitwise inclusive OR, you can also write this one. Are you noting down something?
Yes.
Okay. Don't write all the details. Just using the comma, just you can mention. Or if you can mention one, middle one, last one, you can get each and everything. Write notes in the short, Karthik. Don't write each and everything.
Yes. And
So plus equal to. So you can get a second minus asterisk this one. Now you can note down for the left shift operator. You can note down for the bitwise end. Last, you can note down about the bitwise inclusive OR. It is called what? Inclusive OR assignment operator. You can say, actually, this is just a short form. Okay, Karthik? If we have the C equals C plus A, so it is lengthy. Just we can use such a short form. C plus equal A. So addition is done on which operand? On the same operand, and final result is stored into that variable, C variable. Compare this one.
Last one. Finish the
Completed, done.
best.
Okay. So let me check whether I have the example program for this or not. So assignment operator. Yes. So this is the example program. So A contains 21 and C is the variable. Now C equals A. What does C hold? Now very simple. Value of C is what? Same like A. It is simple. Now what about the second one? C plus equal to A. So what is the meaning of this one? Already you know. Meaning is what? C equals C plus A. So what is the meaning of this one? Actually, C equals C plus A. Understand? So what is the data? A contains 21 and the C contains 21. So 21 plus 21, that is what? 42. Okay. Same, you can calculate for this one. What is the meaning of this one? Actually, C equals what is C minus A. So your previous C value is 42, I think. and A is what 21. You are subtracting. So final C hold what? Same 21 now. Now, so what is the data here? What is the result here? The final result. What is the final result here? Here 21 plus 21, 42. Yes. Here what is the final result? 42 minus 21. That is 21. Yes. What is the final result here?
21 squared.
What is the meaning of this one, Karthik? Actually, what C
Equals
equals
A.
C asterisk A. Yes. So what is the final result? 21 asterisk 21. Okay, 21 multiplied 21 something. Okay.
21
Next
squared.
one. Okay, next one. What is here? Etc.
C
So,
equals
but
C divided by
remember, C, the day value of C is always updating from the previous one. So C is not fixed here. Okay. So you can take the previous value. Okay. And then you can calculate. Now, what is the purpose of the, what is the meaning of this one? Actually, C equals C and left shift operator and what 2, etc. So it depends on what is the previous value of A. Okay, so take that value, perform that one, and so on. Now you tell me, what does it mean? C ampersand 2, actually, meaning of this is what C equals C, and what is ampersand? You tell me.
It is the bitwise or
Yes, bitwise. So what happens? Bitwise and so it works on each and every bit. Yes, remember this one. So here I am explaining once again. You have the sum value for the C like 0 1 1 0 0 0. Oh, sorry, that is not 1 1 4. I assume this one. I assume that this is the previous value of the C. Now I ampersand sign. Ampersand. Now what is the binary for the 2? So 0 0 0 0. What is next one? 0 0 1 0. Agree or not?
Yeah.
Understand this one. Now already you get the concept. So bit by bit operation is done. Now final result is stored into C, etc. Okay. Same thing about this one. Same thing about it. Let me execute this code. Yes, 0 error, 0 warning. Now see here. So you have to analyze each and every output, means whether you are agree or not. I think first 2 3 already we are agree. For the next one, means I have to calculate on the copy. Yes or no, Karthik?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So means you must experiment on such operator by writing the program. Understand? Okay. It is not possible for me to give to write all programs. Already you have the way. You can test. You can experiment yourself, Karthik. Okay. So it is done now. Now we have some extra operators. So till now, we discussed about arithmetic operator. We discussed about increment, decrement, although increment, decrement comes into the arithmetic operators category. Second, we discussed about relational operators. Third, we discussed about logical operators. Fourth, we discussed about what bitwise operators. Okay. Yes, now we have the next one. I also discussed about the compound assignment operator. Actually, that is not the separate thing, just that is the just short form, Karthik. Okay. Now in the miscellaneous operators, we have so many extra operators which is heavily used in the C++, that especially in the when we discuss about class and objects. Okay. So first one, but few you are familiar about the few one. For example, you are familiar about the size of operator. Okay. But what is the extra one? Conditional operator we have. We have the comma operator. We have dot and arrow operator. We have cast operator. We have the ampersand operator, and not ampersand, which I discussed till previously. What a bitwise. This is the different. Understand, Karthik? See here in the C++, we have the single sign, but meaning is a lot. Okay. For the single symbol, we have so many meanings. Means we have so many operators for that single symbol. So we must know each and every one. Understand, Karthik? So don't get that means this ampersand is what? Which one? Which I discussed previously? Bitwise and this is. Okay, so here this is not the bitwise and this is the different operator. Again, here last one asterisks. This is not the multiplication operator here. This is the something different. Okay, so some I will cover and some I will cover in the what when I start the class and object const. Okay, so this is our the next agenda. So in that next one means I'm going to stop the session. What is our the next one, Karthik? So size operator already you are familiar. Okay. Already I discussed about this one, size of operator. Yes or no, Karthik? So same thing,
Yeah.
nothing is just special here. Okay, so I don't want to waste the time here. Size of just you supply, you can supply either the data type or you can supply the variable, anything. It is almost done. Now, conditional operator. So see here, actually, what is the syntax for this? First, see here. Notice the expression. We have total 3 expression. Expression 1, then we have the what? Question mark, note of interrogation. Then we have the expression 2, then we have the what? Colon. Expression 3, last what? Semicolon. In the C++, each and every statement are terminated by the semicolon at last. But what is the meaning of the question mark and this one? So see here, Karthik, question mark, before the question mark, you have to check the condition, whether it is true or false. If it is true, you have to control will jump on the expression 2 and it will execute this one. Okay, and it will escape the expression 3. But if the condition is false, then what happens? It will directly jump into the expression 3. So this is the concept behind the conditional operator. So obviously, what should be the nature of the expression 1? Definitely, its nature should be what the conditional. You must mention some condition there, and compiler will check that condition. That condition is true or false. If it is true, depending on the state of this, means what? Either expression 2 or expression 3 will be executed. Depends on this one. Got my point? So look at the example. So already I explained this one. So value of a expression is determined like this. Expression 1 is evaluated. If it is true, then expression 2 is evaluated and becomes the value of the entire expression. If expression 1 is false, then expression 3 is evaluated and its value becomes the value of the expression. So see here, Karthik, this means what last 3 lines you should note down, okay, for your understanding.
Yeah, I'm doing that right now.
Okay. First write the syntax, then last 2 lines mention. Only last 2 lines after the syntax. So very simple. Okay, so definitely means previously we have the if else. I have faced the if example. Okay, so instead of the if else, using the conditional operator, you can make your program. Just replacing the if else, we have another choice, another option. For example, can I take the example? It is finished.
Almost.
Okay. So interrogation sign, this is called ternary operator because it requires 3 operands to work. Expression 1, expression 2, expression 3. So sometimes miss what you can say it is the conditional operator or sometimes it is what ternary operator. Actually, Karthik, we can categorize all the operators into 3 different categories. First one, unary operator. Second one, binary operator. And third one, ternary operator. As the name implies, a unary operator means what? It requires only one operand to execute. But what does a binary operator mean? It requires two operands to perform its activity. What does ternary operator mean? It requires a total 3 operands to execute. So I hope it is clear. So, Miss, all the previous example, Miss, what is the category of all those operators? Unary operator, binary operator, or ternary operator?
They all are operate on the
Binary operator. But some, for example, logical NOT. Okay, what logical NOT also we have bitwise NOT. So this is not a binary operator. This is called unary operator because it requires only one operand to execute. Understand, Karthik? Now,
Yeah.
what about this one? What about this one? It requires total 3 expression, 3 operands to execute. That's why it is called ternary operator. I hope it is clear.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is thus a replacement of the if else. You can replace the if else using this one. So just I'm showing you the example. Okay, miss, there is no example. So let me explain on the notepad. Don't worry. So here I'm writing. Suppose, Karthik, I have the condition like this. If 5 is less than 8, here I'm writing Cout what 5 is less. Okay, and also I have else part, and here I'm writing Cout what, or you can say don't use pipette. I'm using actually what B, and here I'm using what A, and in the top I have the two values A equals 8 and I have the value B equals what, suppose 5. Assume. Now just I'm writing what is the information here. Don't use the 5. So what I should use? Adjustment A. Now A is less than
B.
Agree? Agree or not? You can write this one. Okay, now in this case, what if the condition is false, then what happens? We can write what? A is greater than what is here?
B.
Understand? Now see here, you can replace this one. Replacing by conditional operator. Okay, how you can do? Just now you tell me, or already you have the syntax, so you can write like this. So what? A simple A is less than B, and here use the question mark, and now what? Just give such message. Which message here? Just copy and paste, and just use the colon symbol. Now you can use this one. You have to check yourself. Okay, now at last just this one. Understand? Okay, or agree or not? See here, Karthik, in the middle, what do we have? Colon. Colon is the just separator for the two expression. First one, second one. Actually, in this we have total how many expression? Actually, total how many expression we have? 3 expression. First one must be the conditional. Okay. The second normal expression. Third is the normal expression. So which one should be executed? It depends on the first conditional expression. If it is true, so first expression will be executed. If it is false, second expression will be executed. I hope this concept is clear. Now you tell me which one, Miss, you are feeling comfortable. First one, if else, or this one?
The second one.
This one, because here in the only one line you can write your statements. You can write your program. But if else, you have to use the if else keyword 1, 2, 3, 4 lines consume. Understand? So I hope it is clear, Karthik. So you get about the conditional operators. Okay. So now in the next what lecture, I will demonstrate about the remaining operator that is more complicated, comma operator, what etc. Okay, so I'm going to stop the session, Karthik. So meeting you on the Monday. Again, I will inform you. After reaching there, I will be on the journey. Okay, so
Yeah.
it is 1.5 day journey. I will inform you. Most probably, I will start on the Monday. Okay, okay, Karthik. So just
Okay, have a good journey.
after.
Have a good journey. Have a good day.
Okay, 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 fine. So you also enjoy the journey, and okay, Karthik. So meeting you next on the Monday. Okay, fine.